Hi, everyone. I'm back. Welcome to another episode of Space Snacks with your host, Cyan Proctor. Thank you for joining me today. It's a very special day because we're going to be talking about spring rolls, but it's also special because I'm going to put this picture in my mama, my mother. Hi, mom. Looking at her picture. My mom passed away a couple of years ago, and she is the reason why I love to cook. And I have this show here today. And so, to celebrate my mom and my love of cooking, I decided to take on spring rolls. Now, the store that's not what my mom liked to make. My mom loved making egg rolls. It was a family thing. And so from an early age, I learned how to make the most delicious egg rolls ever. But because I'm now gluten free, and I honestly didn't want to go through the trouble of making my own egg roll wraps with gluten free flour, we are going to do spring rolls. But also, when we think about fried food versus fresh food and what we can do with that, I really like spring rolls, especially when we're having a space party, right? When we can, once COVID is over and we can get back together to hanging out and, socializing, I think spring rolls are a great party item for your guests to make. Or if you want to have a get together that's intimate and do something fun, why not have a spring roll dinner party? Because it's easy, it's fun, it's tasty, it's healthy, it's delicious, it's all of those things. And so, if you're listening today, let me know. And I, of course, have a recipe postcard that I like to give away. And so if you leave a comment, let me know you're here, say hi, where you're tuning in from. You are in the running for the recipe postcard, which I will mail to you. So I'll pick that person tomorrow. And so thank you again for joining me and celebrating my mom, Gloria Proctor, and everything that she did for me in my life and making me, a cook today. And so spring rolls, really simple. It looks like there's a lot in front of me, but that's only because I'm going to talk about, my hacks, ways to do it easy, ways to keep it simple. And so spring rolls to me, when I think about them, it's all about beautiful, fresh ingredients. And so what I have here today, I have cilantro, which I love. Some people, have things with cilantro. I have my red and yellow peppers. I have my jalapeno peppers from my garden. And that's if you want a little heat in there. Mango, fresh mango, in case you want some sweetness in your spring roll. Avocado, cucumber, radish, carrots, celery, basil, and fresh ginger. But the thing is, what I love about spring rolls is this can be anything that you want to put in there. And so it's the versatility of the items and how you create these that I think is fun. I also have shrimp. And so some people love shrimp. I got a good friend, Lisa. Lisa, when you're listening, I know she can't have that, allergy. She can have it, but then we'd have to revive her. And so also things like garlic, my sauces are really important. And we're going to talk about that in the end. But I also have a salad mix here because sometimes you might be thinking, I don't want to go through all of this of chopping and, making this beautiful plate here. Well, you don't have to. These days, you can buy everything already chopped in a bag. How convenient is that? And all you have to do is put it in your rice paper. And so this can be very intimidating. This is the rice paper that I'm going to be using. It looks like this, thin sheets. I love this stuff because, well, I can eat it, now that I'm gluten-free. This one has a little tear in it, so I'm gonna switch this one out. But rice paper is pretty interesting because it's kind of finicky. You gotta dip it into some water and then you gotta get rolling right away so that your rice paper stays together. So this is going to be a fun challenge. I've got my water in a pan right here in front of me and my rice paper. And basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to submerge my rice paper in my water. And I typically will do like a 3 count, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to put it on my cutting board. And the thing is, once you dip, you got to commit because this will get wet and pliable, but then it starts to dry out and it gets sticky. And you really got to know what you want to put in ahead of time and then begin to roll, which is a good point. What should we put in this, right? I think I'm just going to go down the line and put a little bit of everything in here and then roll it and show you what that looks like. All right. Are you ready? I think I'm ready. All right. Putting it in. 1, 2, 3, and then pulling it out and placing it down. And then I'm going to go and start layering. And so I've got my fresh basil. I've got cucumbers. I like to think of it in 2 sections, if you were to cut this. I've got my carrot sticks, my radishes. You can see that I'm moving at a good clip because again, it's going to start sticking. And I've got and so this is why it'd be fun for a party, right? It's like, go. And then everybody's creating. Oh, I can't forget my avocado because I love me some fresh avocado. We're going to stuff that in there. You want to stuff, but you don't want to overstuff. Fine line. How about some mango slices? Add a little bit of sweetness there. And then cilantro. So I kind of like it all and I put it all in there. Now I'm not going to add salt and pepper or anything because for me, it's going to be my sauces that add that and then my shrimp. And you can see my lettuce wrap is it's fully pliable here. And I'm going to roll. I put all of my ingredients on one side and I basically pull the rice wrap up. And then like a tortilla, if you live in the Southwest like we do, you bring it in on the sides. So we fold in, let me push that out of the way so you can see this better. We pull this in like this. And you know what? I think I can actually put a little bit more in here. And so this is when the extra salad material can come in. And I'm going to put a layer right there to add a little more stuffiness to my spring roll. And then once I've got that, it sticks really quickly. I just roll, 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 roll. Don't rip. The key is to not rip your lettuce wrap. Or I mean your spring roll. And there we go. Check it out. And so when you think about this, I like to think about it as basically deliciousness wrapped in rice. And so easy, so much fun. And your dinner guests would love to do this. So I'm going to set this on my plate and I'm going to make one more because we have time. I like to keep these quick and easy, simple hacks that you can do, for a dinner party with friends, with family. So let's make one more. So again, we're going to take this and we're going to dip 1, 2, 3, pull it out, place it on our cutting board here, and then add. And so any order, doesn't matter. I've got my beautiful cilantro here. Now, if you wanted to make it pretty, you could really decorate it so all of the colors kind of come through on when you wrap it. And that takes a little bit too much work for me. So I like to just kind of throw everything in. Oh, the mango. Ooh, excited about that. And your guests, this is definitely finger food. So each person having their own plate to be able to, of goodies, to be able to kind of dig into and wrap is one of the things that you can think about. What else am I going to put in here? Definitely got to have my basil. I'm just going for it all because I like everything that is here. And then again, like I said, you don't have to have this individual plate. You can literally just buy the bag, add it on, and stuff it. I'm actually going to switch this and put this on the outside so it looks really pretty. Because again, how when you roll it, you'll be able to see this in the end. And then my 2 big pieces of shrimp. Okay, my rice. I grab one end, the end that's closest to my food, and on my veggies, I pull it in. I pull my corners up just like I'm doing my burrito would be the word that I'm looking for. You know, live TV is not easy. You're always trying to think about, am I saying something? Do I sound stupid? Then we grab, woo, tuck it all in. You know, if you've been to the Southwest or you love Mexican food, and when they wrap those burritos, man, they had just have them stuffed. And you're always like, how did they do that? Because you think they're never going to fit all of that in there. And then they do. And voila, spring roll goodness right here. And it's that quick. Gonna drop it on my plate because now I want to eat. So I have my plate here, and imagine how much fun it would be to make this. I put it so that there's lettuce down just to make it so that it's easier to pick up and kind of pull away so it doesn't stick to your plate and start to rip. And then the key to good spring rolls, the sauce. What sauces? Having a variety of sauces for dipping. So I have a beautiful peanut sauce here, and then I have a sweet and sour sauce. I'm using, switch those around, Annie, because gluten-free. So I really like these sauces. And then basically all you do is, I don't know which one to grab. I don't think it matters because they're pretty much the same. I'm going to do my peanut sauce first. Now you can dip. But if you're a Seinfeld fan, you dip, you don't re-dip. Not allowed at a party, right? So individual dipping. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Everything I love. Crunchy, flavorful, delicious. The other way is spoon and pour, where you just drop a little bit on so everybody can share the dip and not, the sauce. And again, wow. Deliciousness in a wrap. You know what I'm going to do next is I'm going to combine these two. A little bit of this, a little bit of this. And I feel like, this is simple. It's easy. It's fun. You can do it with your kids. Again, it seems intimidating, the idea of this, but have a dinner party where you make spring rolls and see how it goes. So thank you for tuning in. I am going to snack away. And again, if you leave a comment, you'll be in the running for a recipe card. Today is Vienna Schnitzel. That's right, Vienna Schnitzel. I'm just going to sit here and snack away. Thanks again for joining this episode of Space Snacks. We'll be back again tomorrow. Again, it's every Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I'm 9 to 5, 9 a.m. unless something awesome is happening, like yesterday, the launch. Had to take the day off and check that out. So take care, and thanks for tuning in, everyone. Bye. Oh, and happy birthday, Mom. I miss you.